All right, well, we're making our way on up to Gobles, Michigan today. We stayed again last night in South Indiana at a campground. And anyway, just some of the countryside as we're going through Indiana. And it's interesting, but some of it, as you'll see in a minute, is going to be, well, it ended up being pretty boring to us. But anyway, here we are.
Yeah, all of those roads were about to be there. All right, Joe, you want to say one last thing of this last long trip? Well, you're on there, so you might as well say that.
Well,
I'll have your speaker system on.
the last few miles went by pretty quick, but we hit a stretch of road through Indiana. Didn't think it was going to end.
So
I mean,
true.
there were highway patrolmen every 200 yards, so you couldn't drive at a decent speed. And it was just boring. But the last 30 miles, like, I don't even know where it went by. Like, boom, we're here almost. Crazy. I don't know. Maybe because let them turn the movie on. I don't know. Time went by faster. But anyway, we're supposed to pull up Gary's driveway here in just a minute. And we are in Gobles, Michigan.
Well, we made it safely in, getting settled in, been visiting with the family, and David, Linda's first cousin, said they had a ski resort that did the tubing down the mountain along with skiing, and we'd actually never been tubing. We've been skiing many, many years, and just never seemed to make it over to the tubing area out in Colorado. But anyway, so we decided to take them up on it. It was pretty fun. All right, we just did some videoing of some of the local roads. Actually, Linda's cousin, one of the cousins, Gail, lives out on, I think it's Sweetwater Lake, which was probably 7, 8 miles from Gobles where we were staying. So, and then from there, she said, "Hey, let's go over to South Beach." That's actually Lake Michigan, and it was cold. There I am playing on the ice as usual. Made me want to put on some skis. I'm telling you, I'm ready to go snowshoeing. But while we were there, we walked down towards the beach here in a minute, and crazy, we saw this guy out there trying to surf in ice cold water. First of all, I don't even know how he was out there. But I guess he had on a dry suit, but his face, and his skin had to be freezing. That's him there. He did get up once or twice, but looks like he's struggling. Again, I don't know how
He's got to love the water. Well, it's a nice cold morning in Michigan, and we cannot seem to get the door to open. We've put our door code in a couple of times.
I think the key's inside.
So we're hoping we can get the door open. I'm thinking that's through the door in the back.
Can't find the key. For some reason the code wouldn't open it up. I cannot find the key. Here, Linda. I'm trying to figure out where the dang key is.
Well, there you go. Let's see.
No wonder why I couldn't find the key. The key's in the remote.
Yeah.
So I had the key the whole time.
You had the key in the truck the whole time.
All right. Good deal. Well, good morning, folks.
Morning.
We got off to a good start this morning, leaving Gobles, Michigan. When we got back from everything yesterday evening, or last night, I went ahead and hooked the camper back up to the truck and got everything ready to go. So that way this morning I could just crank up, let the truck warm up, and so when we were ready, we were able to just walk out and basically get in our truck and take off, because we did stay with Linda's cousin Gary and his wife Roxanne. They just kind of insisted that we stay with them, and that was fine because actually it's been freezing weather, and we just re-winterized the camper. It's pretty cool about this camper. It doesn't take long at all, and we may have already showed you that video, I'm not sure. But anyway, we're off to a good start, and I can tell you they do an excellent job up here on the roads. So far, the roads we've traveled out of, we came out of Gobles, Michigan, and the Pawpaw, and on Interstate 94. And from Interstate 94, we're now heading, I guess, southwest towards Chicago, and then we'll turn south and go down on, not sure if it's 31 or 131, but we'll go down to Indianapolis. And then from there, we'll kind of decide if we'll run back over and hit 55. But we're going to try to make good traveling time today. And that way, we'll have a lighter travel day tomorrow, because not in a big hurry, but we did miss church this past Sunday, and we want to be back for our church for this coming Sunday. So yeah, everything's going well. The weather has been cold. A damp cold, so y'all, it's cold, and I tell you, I do have a respect for these people that live in this snow and ice, that experience these brutal winters, and I don't think the weather accordingly has been brutal, but it is beautiful outside right now. It's white snow. We'll get a picture of that in just a second. But when they get up in the mornings, they've got to deal with shoveling snow or ice and snow on roads and cold vehicles and just freezing temperatures. But anyway, I'm real impressed with the roads this morning so far. Our path has been clean. It's been salted and maintained, plowed, good shape. And I understand that's the way of life for them. But anyway, we have had a good trip, and we're going to be on the road a lot today. So more to come a little later.
Yeah, that's right. I see a little ice.
All right, we've got off to a safe start, and we're on the road. And as you can tell, it's a lot of snow coming down. Beautiful fields of snow. I just, in southern Mississippi, we don't see much snow, so we absolutely love it. We go out to Colorado once a year and drive in the snow and ski and everything. But I'm real impressed with the roads here. The Michigan and both Indiana have done a great job. We've seen snow plows. We've seen the salt or chemical trucks out. And of course, you always want to back down your speed during these times. And again, when we're coming into Indiana, we're seeing a lot of highway patrolmen.
For about 39 miles,
continue. Much tolerance out here doesn't appear. But anyway, you can see the roads are in good shape. Never felt like we lost traction any. I did maintain a slower speed for safety. There he is right there. I think I counted about 10 highway patrolmen going through Indiana. Heck, and I bet you it was 80 miles stretch. Well, they were coming from there. But anyway, I just love the snow, and here's some pictures of us driving through the snowy side country, just enjoying our drive home. And hope you enjoy this too. At least for those who don't see snow like us. Well, I found out one thing the hard way on my GPS and my iPhone. When you add a stop, it brings you to the city center. It just doesn't bring you straight on through the city. So we ended up getting off track going downtown in Indianapolis. Of course, we got some beautiful pictures of scenery and old buildings. Not what I wanted to do though. I was ready. When I get ready to go home, I'm ready to go home. So what you have to do, once you're on the right track, before you get to the city, go ahead and just delete that stop out, and it'll just bring you through the quickest route through that city. But anyway, you live and you learn. Kind of a new thing they've done to the GPSs on the iPhones. But anyway, we ended up downtown, but hey, we made it safely on out. Well, good morning. Today is Saturday, and we are making our way back home today. We stayed at a campground at Bertram, Missouri last night, which is located off of Interstate 57, right across the Indiana-Missouri
Yeah.
line, which the Mississippi River divides the two there.
It's not far from the river, actually.
Yeah.
And it's Bertrand.
Bircham, however you say it.
Anyway, that's just how it's spelled.
But anyway, it was a store campground called Magnolia Store and Campground, which actually served catfish and onion rings and all kinds of food, a big breakfast, kind of like a little country store / restaurant. The folks there were super nice. I mean, we were greeted when we came in. Very nice lady worked the counter. All the employees seemed to come by, spoke to us.
That's right.
Super nice. Very impressed. Even as we were walking out, some of the local customers spoke to us and talked to us a minute. So it's probably a very tight-knit little farming community right there in the Missouri Delta, close to the river like that.
Usually friendly, but not overpowering. They just were really
No, they were just very friendly people. And the campground was nice. It had, of course, crushed stone, wasn't cement pads, but it didn't really matter. They were level and full hookups for $39. I mean, you're not going to beat that. And
right
we're
off interstate.
Yeah, right. It's right off the interstate. And the noise wasn't too bad. Camper, we were well enough away. We wasn't right on the interstate. Well, you could see the interstate from our campground, but it wasn't bad. But anyway, we're probably 75 miles out of Memphis. Now we're on Interstate 55, and this will bring us all the way through the state of Mississippi down to southern Mississippi where we live. And anyway, hopefully it'll be an uneventful trip today, hoping for safety and no issues, but we'll let you know if we do. But I just kind of letting you guys know where we are today, and we'll keep you updated or either show you when we get home, one or the other. That's it. Well, before leaving Indiana, I'm going to tell you, we stopped at one other rest stop. We have our bathroom on the camper, but, we decided to go in here. And I'm going to tell you, this is one of the cleanest public restrooms I've ever seen. Of course, it was new, but everything was absolutely clean and you felt safe. That's right as you're leaving Indiana. Well, we're leaving Missouri, crossing the mighty Mississippi River. Back crossing it again, actually, because you come out of Indiana across Mississippi River going into Missouri, and then you leave Missouri back across the Mississippi River into the state of Tennessee. And so, folks, once we get through Tennessee, we'll be in Mississippi, and then from there down on to southern Mississippi. But anyway, all good so far, thank goodness. We decided to pull in Cracker Barrel on our way home today. Eating just a little bit later, but we ate a big breakfast. Linda fixed a big breakfast this morning, so I really wasn't that hungry. Yeah. But now I am. So anyway, we are pulling in here to the good old Cracker Barrel. Get a variety of different things. Well, we made it home safely to Mississippi. Hope you enjoyed this. Like and subscribe, please.